because, you know, I come with a certain understanding of that, having in, you know, my lifetime been a liar, a cheat, and a thief, and a drug addict myself. So I know who it, you know, it's sort of that takes one to know one thing, except, you know, I'm living the clean and narrow now. There's that. But also I think what happens is that the genesis of 6 Degrees of Paris Hilton, for instance, came out of me looking at her purloined T-Mobile Sidekick messages and phone numbers and everything that was hacked and thrown out there. Everyone's like looking for all the famous people in all her instant messages and her phone list. That's not where the story is. The story's not Paris Hilton. It's the people that you don't know. Darnell Riley, who is this guy on her phone list? Well, it turns out Darnell Riley, you know, was the guy who, subsequent to murdering 2 people by the age of 15, brutal double homicide at a jewelry store in Pasadena, Darnell Riley, you know, became the basis for this book. Now, all the other journalists are trying to find out who she knows that are famous and who they can make fun of. And, you know, this is the gossip era. But if you're willing to dig in and look at the fringes, you know, look in the corners, that's where you're going to find your story. So I think a lot of it is, you know, just, you know, part of me identifies with the criminal element, and then on the other side of the coin, part of me is just a born reporter who knows where to look to find a story. I hope that answered your question.
That's good. That's
okay.
Good. What effect does it have on your psyche to be immersed so deeply in such a world?
It's exhausting. I mean, you know, it's fortunately I don't drink and I don't do drugs, because at the end of a story, the first thing I want is a drink, you know, or a shot of dope or something. It's extremely stressful. I'm constantly looking over my shoulder. You know, it's this particular book put me in the hospital when my blood pressure shot up almost to stroke levels. I found myself in Kaiser Permanente. I mean, it's not a healthy way to live. You know, the only thing missing in my life is balance, and I think I could find that. You know, if I just take the time to settle down and breathe a little bit, you know, appeal to the angels of my nature rather than the baser levels. Does that make sense?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Let me think about what you just said. How much do you need the excitement that being around this world provides?
And therein lies the problem. It's almost like transferring one addiction to another. You know, the way I chased that high almost 24 years ago. That's the same way I chase these stories. And again, I may be a headache to editors, but I'm invaluable because I'm the one who goes out and finds these particular stories. So yeah, it is exciting. There's a lot of adrenaline. You know, I wouldn't trade it in for anything. You know, I've sacrificed a lot to be, you know, an investigative journalist, but at the same time, is it worth it? Yes, because every day I find fulfilling. Sorry, there we go.
How much are you an adrenaline junkie?
I'd say I am a high-flying adrenaline junkie. I mean, I love it. It just keeps, you know, it's what gets me going in the morning. You know, that and a cup of coffee, and I'm good to go. Is it the healthiest way to live? Absolutely not. But is it a satisfying way to live? Certainly.
How does this life you've chosen of chronicling the underworld, how has it affected your relationships with family, friends, society, and dating and love and marriage?
Yeah. Okay. My father, he's 84 years old. You know, he's proud of me now. His son's a New York Times best-selling author. You know, I mean, it's my family relationships are better than ever. my friendships, as I said, I keep my friendship circle small. So they will always be my friends. As far as ideals in life, marriage, kids, the white picket ideals that we like to think about, I'm 49 years old, Luke. I don't know. I think I sacrificed a lot of those for this. Who knows? Who knows? But I've definitely put those kind of ideals on hold because, there's no way I could sustain a relationship, certainly not a marriage, and or raising a family doing what I do. There's just no way.
How do women that you were interested in, really interested in, how do they react to your life that you've created?
My last girlfriend, Lisa Ullman, she's a television exec. She was always fond of saying, look, Ebner gives me street cred. And it's fine, it's fine. I can hold my own at a Hollywood party. I don't know what else to say there.
Thinking about things you've said.
Sure. We're coming up on the gym in a minute anyway. I have